Hey guys, so welcome back to another reaction. So I'm checking out a band. I came across these, I think it was like 2024. They've been on my radar a bit, but I've been seeing them pop up a lot recently on like Instagram and Facebook Reels and stuff. So I thought, you know what? So I thought I'd do a video just to give them a little bit of a spotlight kind of thing, because yeah, I've been seeing a lot of them popping up recently. So I thought I'd check them out and just do a video spotlight on the channel if you like. So I'm checking out a band called All In Your Head. Now if you like come from the time period I did with like the MySpace Era, pop punk era, I think these guys are going to be up your street, because they kind of encapsulated that genre and style and bringing it into obviously the modern time. And from what I've heard of them, they do it very, very well. I think there might have been an EP this year, because I think they released their first one back in 2023, but I think they've released a new one recently. So I'm going to be checking out the song on it called Leave This Grave. And I have seen a little snippet of this that was on the Instagram ad, and I was like, I feel like I need to check this one out, because I haven't actually heard this song yet. So it's going to be cool to check it out, because they're sort of adapting a style from the period I grew up in. It's something that's quite near and dear to me as well. So I thought, you know what, it'll be killing two birds with one stone. It's spotlighting a new band, and it's something that I enjoy as well from a time period that means a lot to me. So yeah, this will be All In Your Head with Leave This Grave. So I'll check it out. I won't say words in. So without further ado, I'm going to check this one out. So let's react. Right, Leave This Grave. So this little intro bit is what I heard in some of the ads that I saw on Instagram. Hear that bass? Do you see what I mean? It's like that. It's got that style and sound I freaking love. I feel like these are going to be one of my favourite bands, new bands. I think they're just a two-piece. But yeah, just the way the guitar tone sounds, it really reminds me of that MySpace time. I knew the first time I heard a clip, I went, this is going to be right up my alley. There we go. It just really reminds me of the time period. I don't know how they've done it, but they've come from the MySpace era into 2026, and I'm all for it. Yeah, man. I feel like of all the recent bands I've found, these are going to be one I think will be right up my street. I love the dynamic between the two vocals as well. It's a really cool dynamic they got, and when they sing so different, it kind of works as well. They've both got their own spin, which is sick. It's just got that staple sort of pop punk sound, but leans into a bit of like a metal sound as well. And that riff as well, it's just like, it's got all the makers like the MySpace generation as well, which I'm all for. Nothing wrong with that. I can't describe it, man. It's just something about the sound. Oh, where are we going now? I already know this is going to be one of my favourite new bands. It's when it just throws you back to a time period like that. It's something that I hold near and dear. If you grew up in the MySpace era, you know what I'm talking about. It was a time where social media wasn't so whack, let's put it that way. Yeah, I feel like these guys are coming back in the day, they would have killed it, 100%. Little halftime too, that's what I mean. When they bands do it and they do it well, it's... Oh man, I really enjoyed that. I really like that song. That was sick. Yeah, I gotta keep an eye on these guys, man. Need to check out this EP actually as well. Even the video just reminds me of the time period as well. So sick. Okay, so that was All In Your Head with Leave This Grave. Dude, man, that is a band that is right up my street. So anyone that knows me will know I love that kind of sounding as well, because like I said, it's pop punk, but it borderlines with a bit of metal in there as well. And it just feels like a MySpace era band. I don't know how they've done it, but they sort of captured that sound, but they've modernised it to bring it into sort of like the modern day. I don't know how they've done it as well, but just from the way the riff was, like, before the vocals even started on the song, listen to that riff. It reminded me of the MySpace time period so bad. Getting to sort of relive that time period, because it was a really special time. Like, you know, social media, it's one of those things. It has its good points, it has its bad points. But I feel like the only really good time for me that I enjoyed was the MySpace time, because it was just like there wasn't any toxicity. You get to like customize your profile, find a certain profile song. Like, now, if these guys had been out in the MySpace time, that would have been my profile song for ages. I can tell you that now. And it just would have fit the aesthetic back in the day. So it's cool that they've taken that and they've adapted it and making their own style, because there's not many bands that sound like that these days. Like, you got like a lot of pop punk bands, which are great, but yeah, there's just something about these guys. They kind of got their own identity, which I really like. It does take you back to early 2000s, like 100% it does, because it feels like it's a combination of all those different sounds merged into one. Like, you know, you could argue there's a bit of like Blink in there, a bit of Avril influence, a bit of Simple Plan, and obviously all growing up with those bands, and they've just, you know, adapted the style and turned it into their own. They're not trying to be like anyone as well, which I really like, because I think when I first heard them, I liked that they're their own style. They're not trying to be like another Blink or another Green Day, etc. They try to do their own thing, which is cool, and I feel like they're working to their strengths, and they've really been marketing themselves pretty well, because like I said, I've seen loads of ads of them recently, so whatever they're doing for marketing for themselves, it's really working. Because in the comments on the video, I've read like a lot of people say, oh, who was here from Instagram, who was coming from Facebook. So obviously a lot of people have been seeing their ads, checking them out, which is really cool, because that's how you market yourself as a new band. When you haven't got a label or a big, you know, management behind you have to do it in your own way. So it's cool that, you know, they're doing like ads and stuff and people find them from there. So I think they're really doing well on the market side. I think as well, like, and this is a compliment in the best way, it feels like, listen to that song, it's like a heavier Blink, just because there was parts that you could really feel like the Blink like influences, nuances that were coming through. And you just feel like a heavier version of that, which is like, you know, the biggest compliment you can give any sort of band in this style, like, to be compared to someone like Blink. Like, that's just my personal opinion. Don't at me in the comments. Like, you know, I'm a lifelong Blink fan, and it felt like a heavier Blink riff in a sense. So it's really cool there, which is, you know, again, it's something unique. I like these comments I'm seeing on the video now, actually. And like, someone said, like, you know, I wasn't around listening to this kind of music in the 2000s, but it's probably such a throwback to people were. Yes, it is. It really is. And it's cool that even if you weren't around when that era was like sort of booming and everyone was like in the scene, it's cool that people recognise it as well. So anyone like me that grew up in that time period, you're like, yeah, it's reminding me of that time, which is always a good thing, because let's face it, world's a bit of a shitty place right now. There's a lot going on. So if we get to sort of relive the glory days, if you like, back to when things were like simpler times, humble beginnings kind of thing, and they're just a band that just do that. I mean, I'm going to really go back and check out all their back catalogue, because just on that song alone, like, I was like, I've not actually heard the full EP yet. I've heard like the odd songs and I've kept tabs of them. But yeah, now that they're popping up everywhere, I was like, well, I need to go check them out properly. I just thought it was like a research, that one, man, to be honest. It was right on my street. It's got like all the makers, like the 2000s pop punk emo sound, based in 2026. Maybe that needs to be a new genre. Maybe there should be a genre that's like 2000s punk / emo. I don't know at this point. But yeah, that was a sick song. That was really, really good. I really, really enjoyed that. And yeah, just the sound of it, the vocals, the chorus, you know, just that riff, man. I keep going back to that riff, but it just really reminds me of the time period as well. So yeah, definitely gonna keep an eye on this one. I'll put a link in the description down below to go check out, obviously, this video and all their socials as well, because I do feel like these guys, they're onto something, and I feel like they're gonna really find their place in the scene and the market as well, which would be really sick. So I'm all for spotlighting new bands. But yeah, so that was all in your head with these guys. The road to 1,000 subs is on. I hope we can get there. We shall see. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it as always. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Stay tuned for more videos. Hit the notification bell. As always, I'll catch you on my next video. Till then, guys, take care, and I will see you soon.